1 minute.
Thank you very much. All right. Shifting gears. Many people search for happiness in all the wrong places. Many people think that a pill, the perfect partner, a stroke of luck, or some shangri-la moment in the future will bring happiness. But alas, there is nothing in the material world that will bring you true happiness and fulfillment. Research shows that 90% of happiness is directly under your control. Dr. Gutierrez has learned many valuable lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. And as a professor of family medicine, Dr. Gutierrez promises that you will discover your treasure with 3 simple yet powerful tools. Please help me welcome Dr. Orestes Gutierrez.
Thank you. When I was a small boy in Cuba, I remember snatching the Cuban cigar from my grandfather and running away laughing. I was happy and free. When I was a small boy in the inner city of Miami, playing dominoes, eating rice and beans, I was truly happy and free. Even when I was in college with the hard pre-medical curriculum, double major, living off government aid, I was happy and free. Then in my 20s, I got married and something very strange happened. All of a sudden, I felt bound sometimes. And many times, I felt like I no longer was happy and free. The reason that this happened was because I created my own mental prison. It has nothing to do with marriage. It has everything to do with the fully developed adult brain. It doesn't develop until 25. And I argue that as we get older, we've had more accumulated life stress, more responsibility, more accumulated trauma. And adults are more prone to develop anxiety, depression, and in general, be more miserable and unhappy. And we get trapped in our own mental prison. Just think of a small child in a safe household. How naturally and easily they become happy and free. I shared a story last fall. I was in New York City on vacation, dropping my daughter off to music school in the Hamptons. It was really fun. Then I get this email from a medical school roommate from 20 years ago. His wife is throwing him a surprise birthday party, a surprise 50th birthday. It's gonna be a Zoom party, and it's gonna be a surprise. And she asked everybody who she invited to give a little 30-second video that she's gonna share during that Zoom meeting. Of course, a 30-second video for a Toastmaster, that's easy. I grabbed the phone, I created such a powerful little video with no filler words, and I sent it over right away. On the first cut, no, it took me a couple of cuts, but I sent it over right away. This is such an amazing tool that we can share and connect with people so easily. But this also is a double-edged sword that can be our enemy. So on vacation, I look into my bank account. I say, I got enough money. I got enough money. Why not get myself the latest phone with 4K technology? That's no problem. I can make even better videos. So then I look at my lovebird, my wife. I know she'll support me in this endeavor. I say, hey, I'm gonna upgrade to the Note 20 Ultra Megaphone. What do you think? She looks at me. She just looks at me. And I knew she said no. I said, you know, if you say no, I'm just gonna want it even more. Folks, as you can imagine, I had a little squabble over money with my lovebird on vacation in the Hamptons, of all places. As Kate shared with us the powerful story of examining your core beliefs, if we examine our core beliefs about happiness, we can find there's three things that keep us bound and we lose our treasure. And to avoid using too much prolixity, I'll keep it simple. Material consumption. Anytime you buy something that's unnecessary, you will be bound and unhappy. Anytime that happens, trust me, I know. One of my favorite quotes from Seneca is, "That man is poor, not he who has little, but he who hankers after more." That's hankering after material possessions, material consumptions. You get on the hedonic treadmill, but you, Toastmasters, are rich. You are rich because you don't get on the hedonic treadmill. The second thing that keeps us bound and unhappy is attachment to our ego, which creates an image. We have this image that we create. And this image, some people call it the name and fame, but it can be even more subtle and more nuanced. It's if you are preoccupied with the good or bad opinion of others. If that happens, you will be bound and unhappy. The last thing that keeps us unhappy is attachment to our status. And in America, status comes from power, and power, we know, comes from money. So it's a social economic status. When this happens, we lose our treasure. And if we think about a small child, I like that as a reference point. A small child is not attached to material consumption or their image or their status. So they are naturally happy and free. There are three powerful things you can focus on in 2021 and beyond that I guarantee you will promote happiness, joy, and well-being. This is what I call discovering your treasure. And this treasure lives within everybody. We don't have to search too far. So I share with you those three things you can do. And in fact, you can use this device as a powerful tool to help you generate happiness. So number one is personal growth. So let me explain. So on this gadget, I have a Duolingo app and I'm learning many different languages. I'm learning chess. I got a guided meditation app, got the audio book, so I'm enriching myself with reading. So you can use it as a tool for personal growth. Number two is we can use this for relationships. You can email somebody, you can text somebody. God forbid you picked it up and actually called somebody. This can be used as a phone. But what about creating a powerful 30-second video and connecting with an old friend? It's another way to promote happiness. And the third way to promote happiness is through community service, giving yourself freely to the community, to others. I'll give you one example. I was jogging in South Hills just yesterday, matter of fact, and I came across this yard that had a big sign that said, "All the signs are free, please take one." And there was like 12 different beautiful signs. And I picked this one up to put on your lawn. And it says, I'll read it to you. It says, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." And it has an image of people being 6 feet apart, which I thought was so powerful. I'm sure the person who created these free signs as a service to the community generated happiness within them. And it made me happy to get that sign and put it on my lawn. So the three things that we can do to help us discover our treasure and be happy and promote well-being is focus on personal growth, relationships with others, but also the relationship with ourselves. So I wasn't punishing myself for the fact that I got the Note 20 Ultra. I'm not going to punish myself for that. And lastly is community service, helping others, giving yourself to others. And Toastmasters, I love being here with the community of Toastmasters and Yon Patrol.